One thing I will always remember from our trip to Malawi was part of the closing ceremony. So the day before we left, all of the community members, we got back together, and I believe it was the chief. He got up and the translator was talking. And after the week of us building the school and getting to know the community members, he said, even though we speak a different language and live in different parts of the world, we're all underneath the same sky. And that really hit me just because in Malawi, just the way it was set up, you could see just for miles and miles in every direction. And it was just so humbling to think that, we were thousands of miles from home, but that we're underneath the same sky as these people, and that we're all just trying to gain the same lessons from education and family values and just the community environment. And I thought that was so special just to think about, and it made you feel really small, but also just part of one central community.
So when we first got to the village of Quinda, one of the first things that we did was they had a welcoming ceremony for everybody, and we all got formally adopted into a family. And I was lucky enough to get placed in the same family as Betsy. And we had a 15-year-old sister, and her name was Edith. And one of the most precious moments from the trek was as we were working, Edith shared with me that her dream was to become a nurse. And through Circle of Sisterhood, that dream is now possible for not only for her, but for all the other children in that community.
And she was the friendliest person we met on that entire trek. She made a lasting impact on both of us. I think about Edith at least once a day. And just hearing that our school was finished, I know we both texted each other freaking out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Edith gets to go to school. She gets this opportunity now. And even though we're thousands of miles away, we still have this connection to our African sister. And it warms my heart knowing that she has the opportunity of education and achieving this dream of hers now.
Yeah.
And
it's just now she gets to go to school. She gets to go be a nurse. She gets to make her parents proud and her community proud.
And can start to have a better living than she would have without an education.
So basically, my own chapters, philanthropy is literacy, and helping children learn how to read that can't read, and how important it is to our own education, and that we wouldn't be here today if we couldn't read. So part of that drew my heart closer to the trek, where a lot of children don't have the opportunity to even go to school and learn how to read and count and learn basic everyday things. And so whenever the application opened, it was kind of God's pull to me, saying you should do this. If you're that passionate about that, then this is something that you can spread it worldwide.
Okay. Whip. Whip. Nay, nay. Nay, whip. Whip. Nay, nay. And then do some.
Whenever you're ready, go.
Okay. So when we left the village of Quinda, I think I can speak for all of the trek participants that we all left with a newfound sense of inspiration and hope, especially for the Circle of Sisterhood. We had a better understanding that as one community, we truly can break barriers and provide so many new opportunities for girls all around the world. And again, I believe this, and I hope as a community, we all believe that every girl in the world deserves the opportunity of an education, and being one world and one sisterhood, that we can all come together and we truly have the power to provide that education for so many girls and change their lives for the better.